everyone, welcome to our podcast. And today we will be discussing on the bucket list. Now, I'm your host, and with me, I have today, like as always.
Yeah, I'm Manish Manohar. We are both hosts and host together, and today we are going to have discourse on bucket list. Our bucket list. We will be totally transparent to share our bucket list, what we wish in our life, and then of course Amit will also share. First, I would like to ask Amit. Tell me something about bucket list, then otherwise I can also explain whatever way you would like to go have this podcast go.
So, bucket list is a kind of items or things that you want to do before you kick the bucket, that is, before you die. It makes life a bit interesting. So, it sets you like it gives you a chance to go out of your comfortable zone and try things out which otherwise you would never do. So that is what I mean by bucket list. And given the fact that most famous people have it, it's really exciting to have it for ourselves. I mean, let's see what you Manis have on this. What's your take?
Yeah, we all my thinking is that we all need to list out our bucket list. Why? Because it will feel like it's a milestone of our life. If we tick any of the bucket list, we feel like we have done that for my for personal thing. It's not like that. It's not the routine thing we do for our job, career, and personal thing. It's totally that you want. Suppose. Uh, Suppose you were to die today, what would be your what would you want to do? Like that type of thing comes. I would like to address the thousand audiences. I would like to dance in the rain, like kind of thing where which makes your life fulfilled. Uh, and when there is that bucket list in front of you, it's like a reminder to yourself that you have to work on those things to accomplish. And it's not like that you go to go to 10 to 5 job and then come back to your home, spend time with kids and again sleep and again same routine. It becomes monotonous because life has a way to become monotonous. To and to break that monotony, if we have the list, if we have the list of all the things we would like to achieve in our lifetime, we
Mm-hmm.
certainly, and when we have wealth and everything,
Mm-hmm.
then there is something which will give us direction to our life, which will give motivation and inspiration to try out new things. And it makes your life fulfilled and lively. That is why bucket list, all bucket lists are all for. And Amit, I would like your bucket. I would like to tell me your bucket list. What you must have pondered on your bucket list. So since it was yesterday, we had given a sneak peek. By the time you may have some list, tell me something. Give a sneak peek of your bucket list.
You won't believe, Manish, like it's funny enough. I had been thinking of making bucket list for a long, long time since college, but never tried it. But this time when we were talking about the bucket list on the podcast, it really made me think, just make it. Some people think that because they don't have the resources or they don't have money, they don't have time. But I think these resources will eventually come to you once you start putting the effort. That is what it means to going out of comfort zone. At your current place, you might think that I'm not possible. It's not possible to do such things. But when you start doing, you start putting in effort, it will come to you. So some of my bucket list items are like go do scuba diving. I really don't know how to swim, and I'm really fond of uh, this reef thing, Great Barrier Reef, which is in Australia. I want to swim there.
Let sorry to interrupt you. Amit. Let us do like that. You can also, if you have your list written down somewhere in your computer or that this thing you device, we can both share.
You know what, Manish? I will share my screen and show you what my uh, bucket lists are. Like one of the very interesting thing I would show you is like jumping off the cliff. I'm really afraid
Exactly.
of heights, so I wanna do skydiving. I wanna do jump off the cliffs and into a water body, probably a river or pond. And then I want to run marathon, hopefully Boston Marathon. I know I'm being audacious, but that's the point of bucket list. Another thing
Yeah.
is writing a book or making a movie where I myself star in, feature in that movie. That would be awesome and something my family might remember me doing. And also, I will be really proud if I do such things. It will be out of my comfort zone, really, really out of my comfort zone. And yeah, one thing that you might see, which is my dream from a long, long time ago, like studying at MIT, which is in
Uh,
Massachusetts. So
but
I
that's,
want
yeah.
to become a teacher, not only a teacher, but the best professor for some years at MIT. That would be really awesome, and that's it's like it's going out of my comfort zone and everything. So these are my some of my items on my bucket list.
Yeah.
What are your
So it
bucket
was
list, Manish?
it's great to see those lists. I'm inspired to see that you were very specific about writing when you were writing. I also have prepared some of the list. The authoring books, it means that writing book, and it will start with my autobiography where I will write it like my life story till now, and I will keep writing
Yeah,
till I'm no more here in this life. Dancing in the rain is probably to start with. It
yeah.
is not that much tough thing, but of course I am a very bad dancer. I don't know how to dance, being a science student, but I want to try dancing, like dancing in the rain means
Yeah, we might try.
dancing carelessly.
It's rainy season. Like Delhi, Mumbai, all are
Yeah,
underwater. We might try someday.
yeah, yeah. Learn to play guitar. Guitar, I feel that it's like for me, it's a symbol of style. People who are good looking, and then it's like a rock star thing. My mom, apparently, we did both. She always tells me when you had started having ponytail, you look like a rock star. So that is the only missing part was guitar in my hand. So I thought let guitar also be there. Swimming, of course, to become lean and thin and to become swimming is a life skill.
Yeah.
And now everywhere India is flooded. Swimming is a life saving skill also. It's not.
Yes.
Uh, Acting.
Yeah.
I want to learn act, not because I have some innate acting personality or acting. I want to learn acting because I want to really become a great public speaker to motivate them to do whatever way to mesmerize the audience. For that, little bit of acting is required.
Mm-hmm.
Your modulation, voice modulation, your posture, gesture, your expression, every should be in sync with whatever you are expressing to the public, and that for what I have, I felt that little bit of acting I require.
Yeah.
Modeling, of course, it is like a side hustle thing, kind of thing. I'm a service person right now working. I need money to fulfill those bucket lists, and for that, somehow some person has suggested here you can start think of modeling. You have a God gifted physique, not a, you can say that God gifted face. So you can start modeling. Though height is a concern, but let me see. I will definitely think about photo shoot of my modeling. It's a corollary from the modeling career. Having pack abs, it is inspired from Amit. And double clap push up. It is copy pasted from the Sushant Singh Rajput's
Yes.
bucket list when he has gone. He was no more. I had gone through his bucket list and one of that. And he, I think, fulfilled one clap, push up with one clap. I think double clap, I don't know, because of he could not do double. That's why it was in his bucket list. Singing, of course, I want to try singing with my own music of my voice.
Yeah.
A stand-up comedy. It was the idea I got from Amit today morning, so I included a stand-up comedy. It was also great way to become a good speaker. Climbing on the mountain, because some adventurous thing is there that if my company is there, some person who is really a mountaineer, I will definitely accompany. Scuba diving is one of the thing I thought let it be like a scary thing is there, so I put it here. Skating is one of the thing I would eventually would like to learn. Barack Obama, he is my idea. I really want to meet him in person because of him. I mean that public speaking thing, passion. I had seen Barack Obama taking oath in 2000, maybe 2008 or so. It was so mesmerizing. Him addressing that audiences. I felt something. Cinema, acting, of course. I want myself to be in cinema so that people will remember me forever. Seven wonders of the world. I have not put the list because I am very poor in making the name of the country. So I just put it seven wonders of the list means I would like to travel all over the world. Delivering speech in TEDx, of course, it is the one of the main thing I would like to accomplish. It sooner the better. Let us see, and that is what Amit is also working towards. That I am also working.
Yeah.
Participating in the international speech contest of Toastmaster International. We are Toastmasters. Definitely, this is one of the bucket list for me, and of course, Amit. Wherever we will, suppose we get a chance and become a good, great public speaker, we will try to participate in the international contest. Large gathering of common people. These are my dream to dream to address the large audience, and I feel them getting mesmerized, getting glued to my whatever I am expressing. So that's what I want ultimately to become. Election.
Yeah.
If suppose you become famous and you become a great public speaker, something like that. So it won't be much effective unless you do something for social thing. Change if it doesn't bring some social change. So for that, I would like to go into election also. Let's see how leaders does that. Beautiful house with a garden in my hometown. This is basically my wife's idea to, and that I will definitely fulfill it. Flying in a chartered plane. If I would earn money and would like to fly in charter, not alone with all the businessmen and the people who are close to me. I would like to also them to take along with me. And these are some sexual fantasy. Everyone has sexual fantasy.
Yeah.
So I also have. Of course, it's not something to fulfill or not fulfill doesn't matter. But of course, it's one of the bucket list. Secret love. Yeah, love. I want to be loved and fall in love more and more. So I have called it rising love. Meeting U.S. President in person. Of course, U.S. President is a very big post and position, so I want to meet him. Unless I become some famous person, something that world knows, he won't meet me. So that's why I put here that I have to be some at that level. Meeting all top businessmen of the world, of course, I become that big and famous. I will definitely be come in. Yeah. So that was all.
I mean,
That was my bucket list I have prepared today, and some of some might add up. I will add up. Yeah, no problem. But this is the gist of the bucket list. I thought this is personally, it's the personal thing. It's nothing with the career and thing I want to achieve in the career. Of course, I forget to mention that when career, we will talk about what we will do in the next 5 years. That we will give some audience that sneak peek in the end. But now you tell me, Amit, something about this bucket list, how we would like to achieve, and for completing those bucket lists, of course, what do you have to acquire in those 5 years down the line? Otherwise, these are the things really needs money to spend, and definitely you first you want your basic things to be taken care of, and then you have to. Uh, so tell me, how are you going to do this to achieve?
Thank you, Manish. I mean, for sharing your bucket list and being really honest. That was commending. I appreciate that. No one is that much honest, especially on public platform. And we will let our audience know if we are making progress or what bucket list we have achieved. And to answer your question, how do we go on about completing our bucket list? The first and foremost thing I would say is start, just start. You might say, I don't have money for going scuba diving, or I don't have the courage to go on a stage and do the TEDx talk. Why don't you start small? Start by joining a Toastmaster club. Face your fear of public speaking. You are really afraid of skydiving, or maybe jumping off a cliff in a in a river body, let's say pond or river. So why don't you start learning swimming? So eventually, when you put in effort to learn these things, this action of yours, this effort will signal you that you are putting in effort to achieve the milestone, and it will, in a feedback loop, will inspire you towards your milestone or towards your goal. So start small, but start. I would say that even if you don't have money, like I mean, at least you have some money for joining a swimming club or joining a Toastmaster club, or you might save up, start saving money for that, or as Mani said, like having ambitious goal, or dancing in the rain. That could sound very simple and very not so audacious goal, but when you do it, it will feel good, or you might feel
Yeah.
excited or something because you checked off the list that thing. So start small, start now. What's your take, Manish, on that?
Yeah, true. We have to start small, and we have to take baby step. And those are like a goal post we would like to achieve in our life. And if there is some goal post there, you will inspire to earn and learn and whatever is required to achieve that. And that is why we need to bucket list. It will always remind us that you have to earn money, you have to become successful, and whatever way, suppose not, but at least money is required everywhere, whatever uh, enterprise, whatever things you
Hmm.
want to pursue. Money is today is not like that. And we don't want money. We are, wealth is important factor in our life to live a happy and fulfilled life. Not happy, but of course to live a comfortable life. We all
Yeah.
want comfortable life. Life. So for that, we need to work hard in today's, and keeping in mind our bucket list, uh, what where we stand today and where we would like to. Suppose my bucket list is to meet President Obama or President of the US. How it will happen? It won't happen suddenly.
Yeah.
If these are my dream, these are my real wish. To fulfill the wish, I really have to work today.
Hmm.
Whatever position I am working, whatever sector I am in, if I would not get onto the leadership up a scale, or up in the ladder, then we feel demotivated that
Hmm.
even I am not accomplishing the little things in my career. How can I go and reach that useful state? And for that to become capable, you need to really work on what do you want to do in the coming 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You have to, you know that what is your ultimate goal and what's your 5 years plan, what your 4 years plan. That also need to be structured and written down so that uh, there should not be any stone unturned to
Hmm.
achieve to at least tick off majority of the bucket list before we hit the bucket like Amit has started with the conversation. So what do you say, Amit? We have to have a structured 5 years plan like government plan. Earlier there was 5 years plan. No, there is no more. Now the Aayog has taken over, and there is that 5 years plan has become redundant thing. Government has really done away with it. But we will have our 5 years plan. Where do we want to see ourselves in that down the line 5 years? So for I think we will have to include this in our next podcast. I think Amit will share something in this.
Yeah, well said, Manish. The points you elaborated were really enlightening. And of course, for our next podcast, we got our topic: what will be, where will you be in the next 5 years? And one thing I would like to say that about bucket thing, as Manish was saying, I will shed some light on it. So, if you are pursuing your, let's say you want to write a book and it's your on bucket list, and you are putting in effort every day to write 2 pages or maybe 1 page, that will motivate you, that will keep depression and sadness at bay. So it's a very good way to motivate yourself and be really positive in life, because when you are making progress, you feel really good. So that is one of the biggest advantage of having bucket list. And with that being said, we are signing off. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.